The Green Gamma irradiated giant is easily one of Marvel Comics' iconic heroes. Okay, maybe half of the time he is more of an angry wrecking machine and less of a lovable personality. But he is up there all the same when it comes to his impact in the MCU. This is especially true in certain more stable version of him. So in this video are some of his more popular ones. Number 8. Gray Hulk. In the early days of the Incredible Hulk, he was originally depicted as gray instead of green. This was because of limitations with the available paint quality when the character was initially created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. Later in the 80s, the Hulk went through a mutation that caused him to return to his original form, but with a different personality. This Gray Hulk, known as Joe Fixit, was arguably smarter and more manipulative than both Banner and the Green Hulk. He moved to Las Vegas and became involved with the casino mafia business. Joe Fixit was actually the repressed teenage side of Banner, a rebellious and angry boy who despised authority and enjoyed being surrounded by women and loud music. Although the Gray Hulk had lower intelligence compared to Banner, he occasionally displayed knowledge and intellectual abilities associated with Banner. He was cunning, crafty, arrogant, and distant, yet had a hidden conscience. Joe Fixit preferred to appear only at night during his Las Vegas adventures. Despite being smaller than other Hulks, the Gray Hulk was still taller than the average human and preferred wearing tailored suits. His transformation into Joe Fixit would occur when the sun was going down. Number 7. Hulk Maestro. In the future, after a devastating nuclear event destroys the entire planet, all remaining life is under the control of a powerful dictator known as the Maestro. Surprisingly, this dictator is an older and corrupted version of Bruce Banner, the Hulk. To stop the Maestro's reign, a young Hulk is transported to the future in an attempt to defeat his older self. The plan succeeds when the Maestro is taken to the exact moment in the past when the Gamma Bomb explodes, resulting in his own birth and death. In the possible future where nuclear devastation has wiped out many heroes and villains, the Hulk is powered up by these events. His strength has significantly increased due to the nuclear fallout, allowing him to lift twice as much as before. This version of the Hulk rules over a dystopian world and is highly ruthless and intelligent. To put an end to the rule of his older self, the merged Hulk is contacted and brought to the future by Rick Jones' great-great-granddaughter. The older version of Hulk, known as the Maestro, resembles the merged Hulk in height and build, but with a bald crown, long white hair, beard, and aging features. It's unclear if the Maestro's strength increases with rage or what his base-level strength is. However, the younger Hulk is easily defeated in hand-to-hand combat, possibly due to experience rather than raw strength. Number 6. Kluh. During a spell intended to defeat the Red Onslaught, the moral alignment of many heroes was reversed. This occurred when Scarlet Witch reverses the personalities of heroes and villains. Kluh is actually a version of the Hulk himself, created from the sadness of the Hulk and gaining a gray form and a white mohawk. And if you're observant, you'd notice that Kluh is Hulk spelt backwards. As a result of the spell, the Hulk transformed from his intelligent persona, Doc Green, into a simpler version of himself. However, Kluh is filled with sadness and egotistically sees himself as the ultimate Hulk, sporting black skin with red lava-like lines that are supposed to be his veins, and there's also that hard-to-miss white mohawk. The Kluh also possesses immense power. For instance, shortly after appearing, he easily defeated his fellow Avengers and even launched Sam Alexander all the way from Arizona to Paris with a powerful blow. But unlike Doc Green, the Kluh had a normal intellect, speaks casually, and has an abnormally strong desire for destruction and causing harm. He also occasionally expresses a disturbing inclination towards cannibalism. He even attempted to bite and consume Sam Alexander's arm during their fight. This version of the Hulk was eventually reverted back to his original form when Scarlet Witch, under the influence of the spirit of Daniel Drum and Dr. Doom, cast a reversion spell. Number 5. Mindless Hulk. The character known as Nightmare sought to harm Doctor Strange through his friends, and so delved into Bruce Banner's mind. To his surprise, he discovered that his influence had an unexpected consequence. A new personality started to emerge from Banner's darkest visions of the Hulk. During this time, Banner had gained some control over the Hulk's body. However, this new version of the Hulk, which was triggered by Nightmare's mind invasion, was far from being the same as the original. It was born out of Banner's worst fears and ideas about his alter ego. Banner lived in constant fear that his stability was temporary. And so, Mindless Hulk was the result. Nightmare continued to manipulate and strengthen his hold, allowing this dark incarnation to rise gradually. Eventually, it developed into its own distinct personality after Banner engaged in what he called psychic suicide. This act freed the new Hulk from Banner's dominance and control. Number 4. Professor Hulk. During a certain extended period, the dominant version of the Hulk was known as Professor Hulk. This unique form came to be when psychiatrist Doc Samson entered Bruce Banner's subconscious and convinced his three personalities, Bruce, Hulk, and Fix-It, to merge. The result was a green monster with the intelligence of the scientist and the combined strength of the other personalities. Unlike the merged Hulk, Professor Hulk had a distinguishing feature: a ponytail. Ultimately, this complete transformation was justified by introducing a character named Angela Lipscomb, who had a deep understanding of Bruce Banner. She confronted Doc Samson with her observations about the professor, and despite events in previous issues suggesting otherwise, Doc Samson confirmed her observations. Physically, the Professor Hulk was the largest among the three primary Hulk incarnations, and he possessed a higher base strength level. When in a calm state, the Professor could lift over 100 tons. However, unlike the other Hulk forms, Bruce Banner had installed a safeguard within the Professor. If the Professor's anger reached a certain level, he would transform back into Bruce Banner, but with the mind and personality of the Savage Hulk. Due to this safeguard, the Professor Hulk was ultimately the weakest among the three primary incarnations, despite being physically larger. As mentioned, he encompassed the attributes of the Grey Hulk, Savage Hulk, and Bruce Banner. Number 3. Devil Hulk. Devil Hulk is a dark and malevolent personality within Bruce Banner. He represents all of Banner's anger and resentment towards how the world treats him. Devil Hulk is also one of the Hulk's enemies, constantly trying to break free from Banner's mind. If unleashed, he would seek to destroy the world that has caused both himself and Bruce Banner so much torment and pain, leaving nothing that Banner holds dear intact. But all that stands between Devil Hulk and an apocalypse, so to speak, is Bruce Banner himself. Devil Hulk first emerged when Banner was suffering from Lou Gehrig's disease. In a desperate attempt, Banner used a machine to enter his own mind and strike a deal with the three dominant Hulks. The agreement was that they would take control of his body once the disease became unbearable for him. It was during this time that Devil Hulk was revealed. However, shortly afterward, General Riker's actions shattered the barriers kept Devil Hulk captive, thus allowing him to escape. Thankfully, Devil Hulk was contained again before causing further harm. A cure for Banner's condition was eventually found, and Devil Hulk was again locked away within Banner's subconscious. Number 2. Hulk, the Destroyer of Worlds. The Hulk, known as the Destroyer of Worlds, is one of the most powerful beings in existence. His rage is unleashed in his most focused and potent form, referred to as the Green Scar. This form is seen when his planet is destroyed in the Planet Hulk series, fueling his maximum rage. The Avengers and the Fantastic Four did acknowledge his immense power during the events of World War Hulk. The Green Scar incarnation of Hulk possesses incredible durability, as demonstrated by his ability to withstand powerful attacks, such as the destruction of the Dark Dimension, while also battling an unrestrained Red She-Hulk. He also displays remarkable stamina, like when he fought against Earth's mightiest heroes, including the supposedly strongest hero, Sentry, all of whom he defeated within a week. Although he receives assistance from his war-bound alliance and sympathizers like Amadeus Cho, it's clear that Hulk's power is unmatched. And this is how this version of the Hulk came to be. After exposure to the warp core on the planet Sakaar, Hulk's strength reaches its highest level ever, surpassing the physical power of all Earth's heroes. This form, which is apparently now known as the World Breaker Hulk, is described as having a level of strength greater than any mortal or immortal that has ever existed on Earth, according to its original writer Greg Pak, who penned the story for the World War Hulk series. Number 1. Savage Hulk. The Green Hulk, also known as the Savage Hulk or the Classic Hulk, represents Bruce Banner's inner child in physical form. This version of Hulk is the one most people think of when they picture the big green giant. He usually emerges from when young Bruce went through a traumatic experience at the age of 6. And that brings with it a lot of emotional baggage. As such, the Savage Hulk essentially has a limited vocabulary and a childlike understanding of the world. The backstory suggests the Savage Hulk represents the side of Bruce that never got to fully experience childhood due to the violence he faced. Moreover, young Bruce also repressed a lot of anger, and the Wild Hulk embodies this rage. However, the more enraged he becomes, the stronger he gets, and there seems to be no limit to his incredible strength. Savage Hulk gained fame as one of the founding members of the Avengers, although we're not clear how his childlike personality could have managed to become part of something that serious. As you already know, he has green skin, a muscular physique, and moves with a loping ape-like stride. And although he possesses the mental and emotional capacity of a young child, he often expresses a desire to be left alone, even in the midst of his rage. So there you have it. Did we miss any of your favorite variants in Outrundown? Be kind to let us know in the comments section. And as Stan Lee of blessed memory would usually say, Excelsior.